this episode, we will explain the chain fountain. What makes the chain rise and fall like water under pressure? First, gravity pulls the chain down. Gravity keeps pulling more and more chain out of the jar. But what makes it pop up? First, let's think more about the chain falling down to the ground. When the watermelon drops from 20 feet, it reaches a speed of almost 20 meters per second. When it drops from 40 feet, it reaches almost 25 meters per second. The farther something falls, the faster it can fall. The faster something falls, the more difficult it is to stop.
We're going to show you how deep of a crater that when you drop a baseball from a low height and a high height. So this is the low height, pretty not deep here, here. And this is from a high height. And that went a lot deeper. Yep.
Okay, so there's
that
from a high height versus from the low height. Okay. The chain fountain is also affected by height and speed. Watch as the chain speeds up. The more the chain speeds up, the more difficult it is to stop. Here the chain is gaining more and more momentum. As momentum increases, it jumps higher out of the jar. So, let's give it more momentum.
we're going to give this chain all this momentum and it's going to fall all this distance.
The chain will fall all the way down from the second floor to the first. We still have a big question to answer. Why does it pop up in the first place?
So the beads really aren't that flexible. So imagine a few of the beads are like a small rod.
Let's see closer then. All right, cool.
And so focus on this end and what happens when I pull this end up and what happens with this end. So when I pull this up, this end hits the ground and pops up.
Okay, so then what's coming up next, Maya?
There's gonna be a video of a skateboard and it's gonna be like this. So when
The tail goes down first, then pops up off the ground.
So to prove that the beads aren't that flexible, we made a wooden chain of rods, and these aren't flexible at all. So this is gonna prove that the beads aren't that flexible. And check out the next clip to see these fly out of the bowl.
As one side of the rod is pulled up, the other side pushes down, so it pops up. If you focus closely, you can see the rods pushing down, then popping up. Well, you still may have some questions, like this one. Why does pushing down make things pop up?
When I push on the wall pushes back on me.
All right, show us again, Mads. Okay. And then which direction do you move?
I move this way and the wall moves that way.
Okay. Newton's third law helps us understand that for every action force, there is an equal reaction force. When you push on the wall, it pushes back on you. Let's put this all together. So what makes the chain rise and fall like water under pressure? Sections of the not too flexible chain are pulled down. The chain gains momentum as it falls. Sections of the chain also push down on the rest of the chain in the jar. Pushing down results in a reaction force that pushes the chain up. As it pushes down more and more, the chain jumps out higher and higher. And that's it. Thanks for watching. And special thanks to my good friend Umot Akio for his guitar virtuosity.
I'm Josue from the Scratch class. Please subscribe.